Ooh, what was the weekly rewards? Bobby Wagner. Would you look at that? Bobby Wagner's NFC defensive player. Xbox. Hey coach, any thoughts on how we're going to handle Miles Garrett this week? Because the stars devastating. The way he visualizes leverage, his strength, he's absolutely overpowers blockers in his way. No question, Garrett is notorious for wrecking game plans. If we want to aggressively move the ball, we can't afford to give up any sacks. I hear you. Let's prioritize zone runs away from Myles Garrett, side of the field, and quick horizontal passes. It's our best chance to neutralize him. Beat Myles Garrett, Browns gain 500 plus yards and give up 0 sacks. Fucking bet. I got this. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Commonly, I'm the greatest rapper in the sense. At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their eyes, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Joey Hunt. On my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. Okay,
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Just going to upgrade my coach. Starting coach XP. Purchase this package to get more scouting points every week. Increase team interested in your train offers. Increase the player recognition. Increase the amount of XP your players earn from weekly games.
My girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Alright, let's play the Browns, baby.
Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Step back, let me get some room.
Oh, that's right, they have Odell Beckham Jr.
Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off each store, got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up the pull out. Let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop.
Alright, let's get this practice going, boys. About to pull off this dub against the Browns, make it 6-0. Let's get this practice in, make it look good. Watch on the side, that would have been a touchdown right there with that tight end. Gonna be four for this.
Give me the pass. That's all you do.
Good shot. Cut. 280. Cut. Cut. Push the feet. Cut.
Ooh, broken ankles on 30.
Cut. 280. 380. Cut.
Shit. Toe drag sag, let's go. That was pretty sick.
This is it. We are going for
Go
gold.
for gold right here. Put Carson in motion.
380. Cut.
Shit.
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Give me that gold, baby. That's all we go for is gold. Well, I'm covering him. You ain't throwing that fucking ball to him. Shit! I got the first down, damn it. Yeah, nice job. Nice cover there, Griffin. Oh, if he wouldn't have fucking dove for that, he would have caught that in the interception. Nice coverage. Beautiful, right to me. Wish we're watching the tight end. I need to using the linebacker. Oh, good, he dropped it. I was like, oh shit. Ah. Watch the tight end again right here. Damn it! I could have user picked that. My team is coming in clutch on this practice. God damn. Picked it. Let's go. Lots of yardage, isn't it? Another interception, let's go! God damn! Be a perfect practice right here. Yep. Get him! What the fuck was that? I was spamming square, trying to sack him. What the fuck? Second and what? Or third and 34. and his defense is going on. He's going to cut to the left. Oh, it was right at the end too. No.
Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You
Fucked it up.
You started to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
You know what? Silver's not bad. Silver is not bad at all. Let's keep doing this because he's got a hidden talent. Oh, upgrade players. DB Calf. Should bump you to home. Overall, nice, hitting up there. Alright, well, let's fucking do this.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got.
Do your job on the road, earn at least fewer than.
Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart
shoot, that's right, Baker.
So with that, let's get up to
hear
First
this cool,
Energy
satisfying
Stadium
sound,
in
you guys?
Cleveland for the call. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just
Big
a
old can of
stone's
monster.
throw away from the rock and roll
Got a lot of grounding on zombies tonight. We'll be streaming that though. You guys want to stop by and watch it? It'd be awesome.
Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm gonna be playing with a friend of mine, Jokes.
Even though all the down years have never stopped supporting their hometown guys,
Cut
and
the
we got
zombies.
evidence
Let's
of
get to
that
this
a
game.
moment
Pull a
ago as the
6-0
Browns made
season.
their entrance. They are
Just
ready
run over
to
these
do
guys'
battle
defense
with
and
the Seattle
offense.
Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
All right, let's do this. Seahawks, Browns,
Set to go
kickoff is
now
now.
in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are
Figure out how their
underway
defense works.
on
Let's
EA
run them over.
Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone.
See how far we get to our rocket right here.
And a
Good
nice
job.
return sets them up
25.
pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go with the run play, so we get a few yards right here.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny.
Good.
And down he goes,
First
but
down
he
on the
takes
slide.
it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I went to switch to game
the
chat,
second
so
round.
But
you
he
guys
did
don't
have
hear
an
them in the
incredible senior year
background.
at San Diego State, over
Here we go.
2,200 yards, 23
Good yards,
touchdowns.
first down
He
right there.
resembles Marshall
Got
Lynch
Carson-
in build,
Carson
but has the
in the
ability
back.
to take it the distance as well.
Pushed
Had
up for about
7
3
kick
yards there.
returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
A gain of 3, second down.
And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
That's all we're doing, man. We're doing run plays unless we get
Here's
stopped in the
second and 7.
backfield. Unless it's third down right here. Come on, let's go.
Now it's
good run play, good run
It's
play, good run
Carson.
play.
And
First down, that's all we
down
need.
at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to
game.
set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Well, pretty good results here on the
6
first
yards.
down run as he takes us forward for about 6. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On second down, here's Penny. They'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And some room to work.
Got it. Touchdown.
It's a gain of 34.
Let's go.
Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead.
Let's go.
Be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive
defense is
coordinator
pretty good,
on what he told
defense
us?
is pretty good.
With some
The
teams,
run play
I
is probably
script
their
to
best option
probe
here.
in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Browns under their new head coach, Freddie Kitchens. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
He's got over 1,000.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your
we're
thesaurus.
just gonna
I'm
cover
going
these
dynamite.
guys as best we can. I'm
take
gonna
it.
use the defensive
Mayfield going to lead the
end. Try to
Browns
pressure
up
him,
now,
maybe
first
get some
and 10
interceptions.
at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 20 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Let's meet the offense. Greg Robinson. Very, very talented.
What a man to set your offensive line with. Greg Robinson can do it all. Tremendous athleticism, great strength, just coming into his own.
Boys,
So
third
the
down.
incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their...
And he coughed it up!
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And
Let's go, user sack.
Defense gets to him, and they bring him down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. No. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long for Mayfield.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And all the way in.
Touchdown, baby. 95 yards.
Sensational 95 yards on the punt return. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
That's why I like Tyler. He's
what
fast.
A risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Oh, no, man. No mercy. No mercy.
This is taken at the 3. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, yeah, so I chewed a lot of clock out.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll make sure we keep pressuring these guys.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
From the 27, Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
No, don't let me do it again. Don't let me do it again.
And he's loose again. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Half to Remember, wouldn't you? His 2nd return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him the ball.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Now Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Chris Carson trotting back out there. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down this stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. On first down, Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, my God. Another interception.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with an NFC Championship game rematch from a couple of years ago. Philadelphia, this time traveling to Minnesota. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. Deshaun Watson responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The veteran Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big. As we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of... And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
That's complete, right around the 8. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scoring summary.
I want to see how good Russell Wilson is. He's 6 for 6 right now. Yeah, he's fucking
play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Being chased out left. Left side complete to Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play? Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, that O-line, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Buying time to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Here's Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 35 on second down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they like their situation. So
What? Hold on, guys. Someone just said something. Give me 1 second here. Never actually seen this before. Oh.
tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Check 53's Mike. It's been a long day for you.
On first down, Wilson steps away to his left.
Touchdown. Woo, let's go.
Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Hey, dude, if you want to subscribe to my channel, it's up to you, but
now Myers
really
for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, we're going to put this drive away.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Mayfield.
Got him.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Ziggy Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback.
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm streaming this, and then later tonight I'm going to stream some zombies.
The situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a first carry for their fullback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Here's Wilson. Flushed. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I got to get over 500.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mayfield down. And this will be incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around.
Isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A strong running. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
70-0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward.
Take
a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling
again. No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action.
Alright, well, catch you guys probably tomorrow about the same time. Catch you guys then. Peace out.